Hey, how's it going, everyone? TNT here and back recording another episode of Valheim. So to start off here, we're just going to do some crafting together. I did actually find a couple more trolls between episodes. And we're able to get enough troll hide here to be able to craft new armor. And we also got some bone fragments. I did get enough stuff here to craft the weapon I was telling you about last time that would have been good for that raid. It's called the Stag Breaker. And so if you can see, here's everything we can craft, and that's what we're going to do. Start off with armor here. Make sure I don't misclick here because that would be terrible. And this armor is actually pretty decent. And the cool thing about this armor, this troll armor is... what am I missing? Okay, I messed that up. So that cost 10. I only thought it cost 5. So we're actually missing a piece of armor, the helmet. But that's okay. We can always find another troll and get that. And this is a Stag Breaker. So pretty good qualities overall. You can see durability 100, repair level stations number 2, so you have to just have your workbench upgraded to level 2 to repair it. 20 blunt, 5 pierce. Only thing that sucks is it's negative 20% movement speed. But yeah, this thing is awesome if you're trying to do a little bit of crowd control. Go ahead and craft that, and I'll show that off to y'all. Then we'll craft this new armor here, or put it on, I should say. Go ahead and replace that there, and then I did make some more chests here because my inventory was getting absolutely wrecked. So you can see here I made some chests up here. It doesn't look pretty, but we're going to be moving here. Actually, today's episode we're going to be building a new house, so that's what we got planned. I can put these bones away for now. You can see I just got tons of stuff. I mean, tons of feathers, tons of this leather scrap, flint. Kind of low on wood, but I'll be mining some more of that here pretty quick. Tons of food. I mean, I got plenty of meat, plenty of raspberries, so really good on the food front. And then got a bunch more trophies. Now I did find one of these ancient seeds I was telling you about last time that you sacrifice in order to summon the second boss. So I actually took out one of those pink spawners and was able to get this from there. So need 2 more of those, and then we'll be able to fight the second boss. Alright, and we're going to craft a few more things out here. I have it sitting in this chest. I did go through and get a lot more. Went and mined a bunch of copper and tin. So probably put me over... oh, just underweight. That's perfect. So we want to do the bronze axe. And the bronze pickaxe. These are both... that antler pickaxe is absolutely atrocious. I mean... like, it is terrible. I think it's sitting in one of these chests here. This one, maybe? Yeah, it is just slower than slow. I mean, it takes absolutely forever to mine with it. So I was going to try to mine a bunch of copper and tin between episodes, but it just takes so long with that antler pickaxe that I wanted to go ahead and upgrade to this one, and then make another cut here so we can get some more resources. But this bronze axe will help with being able to cut down new trees. We'll check out that, and then we don't really need to check out that right now, but it's just a faster pickaxe is all it is. But with this bronze axe here, you actually be able to cut down these birch trees. So I have one here. I actually have a couple of them over here. I should have some laying down on the ground somewhere too that I wasn't able to mine. Yeah, there's one there. So we'll go ahead and cut this one and get it out of the way. But with this axe, for one, it's like way faster. But he's standing up. Should probably eat here. Yeah, I've been running off of honey, raspberries, and meat there, cooked meat. Yeah, with this you can actually cut this wood, and we're gonna unlock a bunch of recipes here in about 2 seconds. Yeah, there you go. Fine wood bow, tankard, adze, forge cooler, a bunch of furniture items, bench, table, portal, award, and a bunch of banners. We had the fermenter. This guy's over here being his grayling self, you know, always there right behind you, trying to attack you while you're trying to do stuff. Oh yeah, I also went and explored. You can kind of see the map here. I explored this entire island pretty much, and found quite a few more of these beehives, or the beehives, and we were able to make some more of these. So I got 5 in total, and it's actually doing a really good job. I have right now 35 honey, so that honey is really good. All right, so we can find some more mobs here. So the stag breaker, like this thing is just massive. It looks like a sledgehammer, obviously, but check this out. I mean, just massive. But yeah, crowd control, it's really good at. I should have some boars over here wandering around, but your movement speed, like I'm running full blast right now, and it is not doing anything. So this guy, let's see. Oh, can we have the stamina to even wield it? Yeah, I just like annihilated that guy. And let's see, we got some more over here. It's good to have two because you can kind of see what it's like when you have two mobs. Just sends them flying. And it's just super good for that crowd control. Love this grayling here. Yeah, he didn't like that at all. So if you get yourself in a bind, you can pull this bad boy out and do a little bit of crowd control. And look at that, they just absolutely runs through these guys like it's nothing. It is slow though, so you will get attacked, so definitely make sure you kind of time your attacks to something. If you run away from something, just time it so that you can hit before they hit you. I mean, that stamina drain too is just massive, so you wouldn't be able to use this a bunch, especially if you're running. Yeah, it's pretty cool. With that, I wanted to show you all those items. I think what I'm going to do is gather some more resources here to build our house. I'm not quite sure where I want to build it at. There's a few spots I had in mind. Over here didn't look too bad. I might end up looking at this other island because some of these other spots too, like here, what didn't look too good. I wanted to build here, but it's just there's a bunch of rocks on the shore that I'm not a fan of. Over here might be okay. We might have to chop down a few trees there. But we just like this look good, but then again, there's a bunch of stones here, so I would like just kind of an open area where I can build at and not really worry about any of those stones when I'm trying to build out in the sea. Like if you look over here, before it gets dark here and y'all can't see anything, actually I can pull my torch out. It just, I don't know, the terrain over here just wasn't very good for building. All these if these rocks weren't here, and I know I can probably get rid of them, but that's a lot of work, so that wouldn't be too bad if these rocks weren't here, but I just want to find a place that's just good to start with and then kind of go from there. So probably end up getting rid of that house or keeping it and sprucing it up. Yeah, with that, I think I'm going to go and gather some more of that fine wood. I'll gather some more resources to start building our first house, and I will meet y'all back then. Alright, so I'm bringing you guys back here because I've made a little bit of progress. We'll go ahead and go over... Oh, actually, I found some more beehives too, so I have a ton of those now. I think we're up to 8, I do believe. Yeah, 8 in total, which is awesome. Gives me 4 every time I harvest, so ends up being like 32. So a few more and I'll be able to get almost a stack every time I harvest. But heading over here, this is kind of what I started clearing out for our house. And you can see it's pretty massive. It's actually where the other house was. I did spruce this up and make it as another temp house. But right here, right now I have this as 21 by 8. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that or not, just kind of an idea right now. But yeah, I terraformed all this. I did remove one of those rocks that was here, so this will be more of kind of a little dock area. You can kind of see a little bit of it still in the water. Probably hard to see there, but a little bit of it there is still poking up that I couldn't get to. But I may end up removing this rock over here, not quite sure yet. This area might be enough for what I want to do though. And then in here, yeah, you can see I've flattened all this area. It's not too bad to flatten once you get used to the hoe and the pickaxe here. So like this mountain I've moved back, or this hill I guess I should say. And to do that, really just get your pickaxe out, kind of hammer at it here a little bit. And you'll see it'll just slowly kind of knock it back. And when you do this, sometimes I notice, and it's kind of strange, but it'll actually raise the ground up a little bit here too. Once you get to like here, you can kind of see where this is raised up, you can kind of lower it back down and get it back to around your foot level. And then if you take the hoe, so this is the level ground, so you can see right here, everywhere, you can see that yellow circle shows you that it's all level. Now, one thing that's nice about this, if I bring it over here, you can see we're kind of seeing like there where you can see that that's parts raised up a little bit there. That lets you know you can get this back, your pickaxe back out, hammer it down, and that'll leave a little indent. And then if you use the hoe to level that ground again, it should then be level without that there. So I kind of use this and kind of move back and forth like there. We got a little bit of more of it there that I'll need to take care of, and kind of see what's level, not like this isn't level here. So again, take the pickaxe, knock it down, come back, go over it with the hoe, and then it should fix it, and you should be completely level there. Nice thing too, if you hold shift with this on this hill, you'll be able to make hills with it. So I'm holding shift and press down, and then I can kind of slope it. So let's get a little closer here. You can see there we're starting to slope down. So that'll make this look a little nicer here. Kind of slope it down. It won't look as bad. And then later on, we'll actually add some grass to this to make it kind of fill in the hill here. So there, that kind of took the raggedness off of it, or jaggedness, raggedness. And then here's the same thing. We kind of take this down. Now I'm gonna probably smooth this out a little more, try to get to go up a little more gradually as we come over here. But yeah, that's kind of the basics of the hoe. If you guys are interested in a separate video on kind of the mechanics of the hoe, I could go over that as far as the ground goes. 'Cause it does take a little bit of getting used to, especially with leveling and being able to kind of do these slopes here. Like, to me, that looks a little more realistic, and you can kind of come in here and fine tune it a little more and get it a little more to the slope that you want as you come through. Another thing too, you can raise the ground as well with the hoe. So if you want to change your hoe mode, just right click with it, and then you click this raise ground. And it did just lower this, so it's only 2 stone now. But then come over here, and let's say I want to raise this area up a little bit. Just click there, and it'll go ahead and raise that area up. I got a lot of stone from mining that stone thing out over there, so I kind of bring it up above what I need, and then I'll bring it back down with the hoe. So like there, and I'll go back to the flatten feature, just kind of flatten it out, and make sure that's where I kind of want it to be at. See there, a little bit jaggedness there, and flatten it out. But with that, I'm going to continue working on this. I don't know if I'm going to make the house this big. I just kind of put out a rough area just to kind of see what I wanted. I know I want to have like kind of a little like blacksmith hut out here, or possibly over here, so I'm thinking up against this hill here. Little blacksmithing hut, and then a few other things. So with that, I will be back in a second. Alright, so I'm bringing y'all back for a small update here. I did work on a stair design for the inside, so I did this like kind of rounded stair here, and I'll kind of show y'all how you can do that. If you take your stairs and you click them onto where you want to put them, if you just click them on over, you can kind of put them inside each other, and then do that again. Kind of work that all the way around there. Just keep moving it over by one, and it'll kind of get this design here. And then the other thing, it gets kind of goofy when you want to place these in here. Like I think I actually messed that one up there. It's like there's a small gap. But what you want to do is first take your floor piece in that. I like mine to be kind of opposite like this. I think it looks a little better than having it one single way. And you can kind of put that down there. And then what I like to do is take this smaller one and get this in here. And then actually the other way here. There we go. And then you can kind of like move these to these different locations. So like that one's gonna be there. And kind of move another one in here, and then try to move your last one to fit it in. I think it only took 3, yeah. And it kind of looks a little, I don't like the way it looks, but it's kind of the best solution you got there. To kind of make it look somewhat presentable. So yeah, this is kind of the stair design I have here. And then on the back here, what I'm thinking I'm going to do is kind of make it jet out a little bit, and then eventually turn into a dock out there. So I'm not quite sure I'm going to do it yet, but this is kind of a layout for what I'm thinking. And then I'll kind of show you all how the building mechanics work, and how so as buildings get taller, you'll see here you have blue, green, and green, and then eventually as you go up, build up, it'll start to get yellow and then red. If it gets red, it'll eventually fall and won't be supported anymore. Same thing if you were to build off of like one of these, and then you start building off of that. Eventually you're going to get to a point to where it's going to turn red, and it won't support that anymore. See, we're starting to get there. Yeah, and it'll start breaking it like that. So you always want to have the bottom to be blue like that. That means that you're on ground. So that means that you're secured in the ground. Now what I like to do, and this is something that y'all can either try or not, but I like to take one of these 1x1s here. Then I take a 2x1 on top of it, or I guess a 2-meter pole, I'll remove the 1 meter on the... Oh, how did I do that? What do you think here? So I do a 1 meter, 2 meter, and I think I had it connected to another one on the other side. Then if you remove that 1 meter there, you can actually take and place, if I can get it to work right here. I think it's this log pole. You can try to get them to snap to the underside of that. Actually, let's try this. That's probably how I did it, actually. Oh, it needs to be down one more than that. Okay, oh, there we go. Okay, so you see how I put that inside the other block there? Once I place that one, I can remove the other one once I can see it here. Now that one's actually deep inside the ground. That's kind of what I like, how I like to have it. Now another option you can do is if you want to have them on top. Let's see, we'll do this one again. I take these poles and then you can see I just kind of put it inside that block. If I can get it to snap right. Sometimes it's goofy to snap, but there you go. And then I just remove. Sometimes using the hammer is a little easier to see which block you're picking. Say block, but I'll see, and I picked the wrong one. So once you get that down, you can kind of get used to it, seeing which one you're picking there. Get rid of the one you don't want. Just takes a little bit to kind of find it. This one's going to be difficult, it looks like. Alright. Anyway, so once you have that in the ground, I feel like it gives more support. Now, one thing you can do instead of that is just take your regular pole, stick it down, and then you can take your hoe and just raise the ground there right around that. And that'll actually make it in the ground as well. And try to level that back out there. Yeah, usually, and then you want to have these log poles. So these have a little more structural integrity than these wooden beams do. So for your base structures, you always want to use these poles, and these are made by that pine wood that we found before. Okay, as long as you can get that in there, and then try to come through and remove the other one, or you can just leave it too. But you want to have that pine wood in there. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is go through this whole stuff. I'm going to make. We'll do a quick time lapse here, and we'll go through and we'll make all of the floor here, and then I'll come back once that's complete. We'll move on to the walls. All right, everyone, I am back, and we've kind of fished the floor here. I did a short time lapse to show that. Next, we're going to kind of work on the frame. So to start out, I'd like to use these log poles. So the log poles have better structural integrity than the wood beams do. I think I talked about that earlier. And so I'm just going to use these here and kind of line on a frame. So I know I want one to go there and want one on this side. Just line up there. And we'll do the same thing on the other side over here. And I know I want to go up by, I believe 4 is how much I'm going to go up with this. I'm not quite sure if that's what the end product's going to be, but you can see these kind of attached to each other. And then if I can get another one on here, I need to make some stairs. So you got these little ladders here. Are pretty good for being able to get up to places in order to place stuff. Now let's put that one on there. Now in the center here, you probably don't need as many of these center beams that I placed. Those down there, but I just like it because it gives you good snap points here, and then you can always know if I was to put a beam here. No, not there. If I was to attach a beam to the top of this one though, I know that it's going to be connected to the ground on that with that first one. So I know it'll have good structural integrity. Whereas if I was to put it somewhere where it didn't have one of those, like here, we'd start off worse because it weren't connected directly to the ground. So from there, we're going to go up. I think 4 will be kind of where I go up to, and then I think I want to do these like that every 2. I want to place a beam here. I was going to get goofy with this end piece, but that's okay. It's because how it's laid out here. Because it ends up being, I think it's 3, 2, 2, 2, 1. We could maybe extend this one over here. Might actually do that so that we have 2, 2, 2 all the way down. That might actually be the better way to do it here. And I can change the bottom poles whenever I need to. I think this one actually doesn't have a bottom pole, so I'll have to go, let's put that one in as well. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll just go 2, 2, and 2, and we'll remove these middle beams. Like that, that looks a little better. I'll do the same on this side. And one last on the end there. And then from there, I want to go up. I'm trying to think how I want this frame to be. Put that there. We'll go up by 1 here. Oh, we can get a snap point. There we go. You can see that one's turning yellow already, and that's because it's not actually connected to the ground. This one's not. But all these rest, if I was to put that on there, it'd be green still. Because it doesn't have a good snap point there. This side looks like this is going to be that place, and there isn't a lower pole there, so actually I'm probably going to have to put one of those. Oh, and also I noticed, so before I was putting those other beams, and I was putting these inside of it, you don't actually have to do that. As long as you have a snap point here, you can actually put that directly onto those wooden pieces, and it'll be inside the ground there. So go ahead and put that there, get our ladder. And I fully expect to die while doing this, especially when I do my roof, because yeah, it's happened several times. So there, we got green, a little bit of green there, it's starting to show a little bit yellow, not too bad. And it's probably, in this one though, it's going really, really yellow there. This one should be connected to the ground. Green. Yeah, okay. Then I want to kind of take my, so I want to go up by this 4, and then I want to kind of make a 45 degree to the top there. So we're going to take some more stairs and see if we can make this work here. These stairs tend to kind of get a little goofy when you're messing with them. That one's already turning, yeah, that one's turning red. We might just be able to squeeze in here and put our pillar on here. And there we go. That's exactly what we want. Nice 45-degree angle there. And hopefully, see, that's already turning red. So we might run into some issues here where we'll have to place another pole that goes up to connect down in this bottom section. We'll go ahead and go this other side, see what we can do over here. And again, that one's getting red there, but not going to worry about it too much. Now that's facing the opposite way because that's the way we're placing it over there. So I should just rotate it and we can get it to go the correct orientation there. And we might be able to get the next one in here. Just like that. And then we're probably going to have to do a little bit more. Probably have to do a beam in the center here just to hold it for the time being. And then I can work on some other stuff to hold it better once we get the rest of the framing up here. Go ahead and take one of these log poles, and I'll look for my. So I can find the center pole here. Looks like there's one right there. It's gonna be off by one, but that's okay. I can attach to it. So grab there. If we can get to the top of that without falling. It's usually how I die is by doing things like this. Come on, attach. There we go. So close. And from there, I should be able to branch off from that. Hopefully. Maybe not. You can always make these will attach too, so you can kind of place that and oh yeah, see, that's how you die right there. I'm gonna go ahead and put more food in me so I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, just kind of do this kind of building this high is sometimes can be a little bit of a death sentence. Oof. So if we try to go up any more here, I believe it's going to start getting to where it's going to turn red and it's going to start breaking. So we don't really want that. That's the wrong one. Gotta be up a little bit higher here. I'll be able to reach that one over there actually. Yeah, see there it breaks off, so we're going to need a little bit more structure integrity to be able to place that top section. So I think what I'm going to do now is I'll kind of run a time lapse and finish off this frame here, and then whenever I come back, you guys will kind of see what the main frame of this is going to look like. So. Alright, so I'm bringing you guys back for a little update here. So most of the frame is done here. I do have a few other sections I want to add now. And added a few extra things for kind of trying to plan out where I want things to be. So I do want a little bit of a porch area to come out over here. I kind of line that out here. One reason is you can see this is green and gross, and not a huge fan of that. So I'm going to try to find a way to get this to connect down and over the top of here so that it actually covers this and keeps it nice like this is here. My plan is to put some campfires here. So I actually have that going all the way up into a chimney. That took a lot to do because all the way toward the top there it's very red and the structural integrity is not very good. So yeah, I had to do a little bit of messing around with that to try to get it to work. I also died several times, twice already, except my death from trying to put that chimney up there. It's basically like if you fall down from there, it's instant death. So I'll kind of try to show you all guys what it looks like up here without dying. We got birds everywhere up here too. There's literally been birds all over this thing. So I got to kind of scaffold up here. And see these things, you don't quite get up, so you got to kind of run and jump, but then you end up going all over the place. Alright, but if you look up here, so these are the chimneys that connect with that. So basically the smoke's just going to come out of here and vent to the outside, and then in these, so we're going to have the roof line, we're going to have these here, and they're kind of going to connect like that, and then in this section here, we're actually going to use this one, and we're going to connect it like that. So this is what this will look like, and then that'll be covered there, and it'll continue on the other side. So you have this little hole here for the smoke to kind of escape, and you'll have like almost like two sections here once this is finished. And then you'll have, see, this one will be like the opposite on this side where it'll be connected like this. It'll go on the other side. So that's kind of the plan. I'm going to work on the roof here, and then, yeah, I will let y'all see once it's completed. Alright, back in for another update. So one thing, when you guys are doing roofs, that's nice to do is if you put down these kind of cross beams here, you don't fall off them. So like I have one down here as well, so if I go to fall, it'll catch me there. So it's really nice. You can kind of run up these and then just stop yourself on those and make it really easy to build. You can see here I got the chimney and I got that all laid out. And then the rest of the roof is done over here. We're going to head down. I'm going to show you guys the portal system because running back and forth to get wood has been kind of a pain, so I want to set up a portal. And we'll just do that together here. So I'll have supplies in this chest here. What you're going to need is 2 of the Surtling cores, 10 great ore fies, and then you want 20 fine wood. And then when you go into your miscellaneous, you can go to your portal. And this is what it looks like. Set it down, and then, oh, it looks like the bird wants to talk to me here. Portals are great for fast travel between different parts of the world. Of course, you need to build one on the other end as well. Then give the pair the same name and they'll automatically be connected. So the other one I already put down in the Black Forest, and I named it Wood. So if we name this one Wood, they should connect, hopefully. Might have did a capital W, so if it doesn't connect here, then I'll have to change it to that. Yeah, it looks like it was a capital W. It does have to be exactly the same. There we go. So there it says connected. The portal kind of lights up there. And if you go through it, you'll see that we'll be right on the other side in the Black Forest, and right where I've been mining some pine trees and some other trees. Looks like it spit us out. Yeah, right here in this little stone structure. As you can see, I've been clearing out a lot of trees here, and which is good because I needed a lot of wood. And pine trees are nice because they give you the core wood and they give you the regular wood. So kind of a 2-for-1 there. Yeah, I'll go back through the portal, and then I'll kind of show you guys the roof from a little bit further away. These portals are awesome. I mean, I've set these up in several different places on my other server, but you can see the roof is all done. Now, the top of this roof is like really red, so we are actually probably at the max height that I can be for this structure. Once we get some better structural integrity building components, then it'll be a little easier. Kind of mapped out how I want things to be as well. So right here is where I kind of want my campfires to go, and then the smoke will travel up these and out those exhaust vents at the top there. On this side, I kind of want this to be a little bit open, so I'm going to have these just like this, and that's going to go out into like an outdoor patio area. I think I'm going to try to put a few other things here. And yeah, once we get the rest of this roof on, you can see I only got one side on now. We'll get that on, then we'll come back for an update. Then I'll do the walls, and then hopefully get this thing finished off here. So, all right, and we're back for another update, and got a lot to show you. So I have finished a lot of the house here. See, I kind of worked on the front entrance. We did finish the roof and the walls. I kind of went with this design here, so I got a little bit of the kind of X pattern going at the top there to let some natural light in. And then had the regular walls on the bottom there. Added these like support pillars here, and then kind of added this little lattice design on the front here. That's really this outside part really is just to protect these stairs here because I don't want them getting green. Had to go with a little more supports here to make sure that that was fully supported there. And then did kind of a little more lattice work here just so the light gets let in here. And then I kind of had a design I want to go with for the side here. So I'm thinking this of having a really tight lattice pattern, and then over here just having the open so I can see outside. But what we're going to do here is actually going to do a few things. The first thing I want to show y'all is with the hoe. So right here you can see I have the ground there, and I kind of want to raise that up so it'll be level with this so I can put my campfires on that. I don't think, let me see, I don't believe I have stone on me, so let's grab a little bit of stone here. Let's see, I just need probably 8 will do. And then what you can do is you can kind of take your hoe here, go to raise ground, and then click it and try to get it to where you have it pretty level. There you see it's a little bit above, so now you can take and you can flatten ground, and you'll level that right out. So then you kind of have a little bit, looks like a little more there around that stone. We can kind of keep tweaking that until you get it just right. I've done it before and kind of got it to where just where I wanted it. And again, you just kind of raise the ground and level it. Try to get it to where if you can stand at a spot where you think is going to be about level with it, which like about here, you might have a little bit better luck as well. If I go with standing here, and that looks pretty good there. And try to level these off. So they're just a little bit below the floor there. So yeah, that's actually looking pretty good. Just like that. And then you can take and just, I'll cover this back up here. And then you can take, and if you have a little more stone, you can place campfires on this. And then we're actually going to build something else here once we get these in place. So you can have campfires just right there, kind of inside your house. And there it is. So here's the cauldron. I want to place this. And you see that opens up with a whole lot of recipes for food. So you click on that and you can see right here we can make meat base, a bunch of bases. So these bases will actually need, you'll need to ferment them, so you need the fermenter in order for these to work. And we'll kind of cover that probably next episode. This one's meat based tasty, and this Queen's jam is really good. So it's just blueberries and raspberries. I think I may have some blueberries. I only have 4, so we can't make that, but that's really good. But this is used for just a bunch of different foods. One thing else we're going to make, and I kind of cleared an area to show you this next thing. Looks like we have the materials. Is we're going to make the cultivator. So I'll kind of show you all what that does. And I believe I had some seeds, but I may have left them at my other base. So over here I've been kind of clearing the area out and really making a nice area for doing some cultivating and planting. This thing's really nice. You can use it to do planting, as you can see. So right now I just know carrots, which I need carrot seeds for. But the grass is really nice. So this area over here that I kind of leveled off, what I can actually do is I can come back through here, actually make it have grass again. So it kind of makes it look a little nicer. And I kind of cleared a little area out over here. This is how I think it's going to be my little farming area. Probably going to make this whole area up here kind of a nice farming area. Once you have a nice level area, what you can do is you can take and cultivate. what this does is kind of cultivate the land. So we'll do just a little spot here. Just like that. Just a small area. And then what you can do is you can take and plant these carrots. Now there's a certain spacing you can do for these. And if you don't have them spaced well enough, it'll actually tell you that they need to be spaced out more. Typically I haven't had too much trouble kind of doing them like this. You gotta be careful though doing it this way, because boars will come and they'll eat your carrots. So as long as it says healthy on that, it'll be good to go. If you see unhealthy or it needs more space, you actually have to get rid of it and plant it in a different place so that you have more room. That's kind of the planting. Now what I'm gonna do, and I don't think I have any wood on me right now, is I'm gonna make some of these round pole fences and put around here so that the boars can't get to it. You also want to leave a crafting table because boars can spawn inside your pen if you don't have a crafting bench near it. So one thing to keep in mind there. And yeah, with that, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Now the other thing I was talking about making here would be the fermenter. And to make that, it's right here. You need 30 fine wood, 5 bronze, 10 resin, and a forge. So I'll probably make that between episodes, and then I will show you all what it does whenever we come back. Next episode, I think we're gonna try to do a little bit of exploring. So build one of the boats, because I think I have the raft right now, and I believe I should have some bronze in here. Yeah, two bronze. So if you make the bronze nails, I'll craft some of those. That'll actually unlock a bunch of stuff. But the nice thing is what unlocks is a new boat. That old boat is pretty terrible, the raft. So this one is pretty awesome. You need 30 fine wood, 10 deer hide, 20 resin, and then 80 nails. So you'll need 8 bronze in order to make this boat. But you can see that thing looks way nicer than a raft, and it's pretty nice. So we'll definitely be making that next episode and doing some exploring. And other than that, there's one more thing that I'd like to make, and that is right here, the fine wood bow. So this bow, level 1's got 32 pierce damage. You can see our level 3 over here only has 28. So right away you're getting a pretty good bonus there. So we'll go ahead and craft that up. Nice. And then to upgrade it, let's see what we need here. Just some more fine wood, some core wood, and some deer hide. So I might actually be able to do that now. We got some fine wood, some core wood. Let's see if we can upgrade this bow. Oh, I need a level 2 workbench. Okay, so we'll have to bring the other upgrades to this. I don't have any upgrades over here for it yet. I might just do that between episodes. But I think, yeah, what I'll do is I'll finish off the house between episodes. We'll kind of get it all spruced up, and then start to kind of decorate the interior a little bit, make a little bed area, and then I'll start talking a little more about comfort. Because a lot of the things we unlock now actually add to your comfort. So you can get your comfort boosted by adding some of these banners, by adding some of these stools, chairs, tables, things like that. So with that, I think that'll end this episode. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see y'all next time. Thanks. Bye, everyone.